since I've been gone. A long tall man with a red coat on. Good for nothing, baby, you've been doing me wrong. Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who's been playing around with you? A real cool cat with eyes of blue. Trifling, baby, are you been true? Who's been fooling around with you? Who's been fooling around with you? Somebody saw you at the break of day, dancing and dancing in the cabaret. He was long and tall, he had plenty of cash. He had a red Cadillac and a black mustache. He held your hand and he sang you a song. Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Hi folks, Colin here, welcome back to the channel, great to see you. Today we're going to look at Warren Smith's classic tune, Red Cadillac and a Black Moustache. Now this was a cover version of the Bob Lumen original version, but it's a great song, nice and easy to learn, and again a great one if you're going to be, rocking a campfire anytime soon. This is a really good one to play acoustically. I'm going to show you the electric guitar parts as well, which generally kind of mirror the acoustic guitar, but there is a little solo which is quite nice, and I'm going to break it down for you now. Let's get rocking! Red Cadillac and a Black Moustache is one of those great songs which uses two kind of archetypal chord progressions. We're using the 1-6-4-5 for the verse, and we're using what is known as a country bridge for the bridge, where you go from the tonic to the supertonic, the 1 to the 2 chord. I'll explain that as we go along. So it starts off on the D, it's in the key of D. So you need the D chord, we're going to need the B minor chord, we need the G chord, and we need the A7 chord, like that. So yeah, in the electric guitar part it just sort of plays it like one strum, and does a little up down, and then move to the next chord. But in the acoustic, I just play it a bit more freely, just to give it a little bit of texture and depth, shall we say. So it starts off on the D chord, B minor, G, A7, D, B minor, G, A7. Who you been loving since I've been gone? A long tall man with a red coat on. Good for nothing, baby, you've been doing me wrong. Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Now that repeats, so you do two verses, then it comes to the bridge. Now as I say, this is a country bridge, so actually we go to the 4 chord and play a G7. Now you can play the G7 open chord like that, or you can play it as a bar chord. I quite like it as a bar chord. And so it goes to G7, and then the D, then it goes surprisingly to the E7, which is the 2 chord, the supertonic, and then the A7. So somebody saw you at the break of day, dining and dancing in the cabaret. He was long and tall, he had plenty of cash. He had a red Cadillac and a black mustache. He held your hand and he sang you a song. Who you been loving since I've been gone? Who you been loving since I've been gone? Okay, let's have a little look at the lead part. Okay folks, You might not have an electric guitar to hand if you're on a campsite, but just in case you do, this is the lead part. So what we're doing, we're just playing out of the sort of chord shapes up the neck. So that's if you're playing your D bar chord using the E shape. We're just sort of playing a little arpeggio. Just going up and down like that. Then we'll go down to the B minor. Full chord would be like that. But we're just going to play it like this. So we're doing the two sort of arpeggios. So over the D, over the B minor, and we hit the bass string. We're playing a sort of G bar chord, and we put our pinky onto the 5th fret on the top string. So we hit the 3rd fret on the bottom string, and then we play the A bar chord like that. Just another little arpeggio. So if we look at what we've done so far, and then we're going to repeat that sort of first bit, but we're going to hit the bass string on the 10th fret. So this time, instead of playing the high E string at the 5th fret, we're going to put our pinky onto the 5th fret of the B string. And so we're playing that 3rd note on the E string. Just repeating that riff, putting our pinky onto the B string at the 7th fret on the B for over the A chord. So over the G, over the A, then back to the main riff. Okay folks, that's it from me for another week. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I do apologise for the shorts and the hairy legs, but the temperature is rising in Scotland. I think we're almost into double figures now, so technically we've got a heat wave here and it's getting very hot this week. So perfect for campfires, but if you are lighting fires, obviously take care, otherwise it'll be a forest fire and we don't want any of those. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Always great to see you, and then you'll get notified. If you hit the bell, you'll get notified every time I release a video. And that's it for this week. Okay, see you next week with more rock and roll. Keep rocking.